connections lock the pack to the carrier. A rubber tubing seals pack to carrier by compressed air. On the carrier, the 4 ball socket locks operate simultaneously. The carrier is powered by 2 Pratt & Whitney engines with reversible pitch propellers. Maximum speed is 250 miles per hour. The ceiling is 25,000 feet. The landing gear consists of 4 retractable dual wheel units. It's electrically operated, and the main or rear wheels have brakes. This airplane opens a new field for aviation. The cargo pack is to aircraft what the trailer is to highway trucks. In Washington, the Department of Defense displays the winter uniforms which have been issued to United States troops in Korea, and what the Chinese communists are wearing in North Korea's sub-zero temperatures. A captured quilted uniform is compared with the U.S. winter uniform. Unlike the Chinese, the U.S. cold weather uniforms are designed on the principle that the best protection against cold is several layers of clothing. In North Korea, U.S. troops are fighting in one of the coldest battle areas in U.S. history. Army and Marine winter uniforms are compared. The uniform for both services is the same, with one exception. The Army wears a pile-line jacket for ordinary cold, while the Marines wear a battle jacket inside a field jacket. Wet and dry cold weather equipment, which has been sent to U.S. troops in North Korea, is the end result of much practical experimentation, such as the exercise Sweetbriar cold weather maneuvers held in Alaska in February 1950. With icy winds blowing down from Manchuria, bringing snow and sleet storms, our troops are fighting in almost Arctic conditions. 2 types of cold weather boots have been designed. Rubber shoe packs for wet cold, felt line for dry cold. Importance of winter clothing in North Korea was emphasized when some units outdistanced their supply lines, went without full cold weather equipment for a few days. Basic and innermost layer of the U.S. cold weather uniform is long woolen underwear. Over these are worn 2 pairs of trousers, a flannel shirt, a high-necked sweater, a jacket, and in extreme cold, a pile-lined parka. There are 2 types of mittens. The regular mittens have a trigger finger. Mittens worn with the dry cold uniform have no trigger finger, but they have cheek warmers. Following the separate layer principle, 3 pairs of socks are worn, each pair being successively larger, with the boots large enough to take 3 pair comfortably. Experimentation in refrigerated laboratories, as well as in the Arctic itself, has given U.S. troops newer and better ways of fighting the weather. In this parka with fur-rimmed hood, the U.S. fighting man is equipped to endure the coldest weather.
Those were the events that comprised the big picture from October 20th to November 20th, 1950. Our thanks to Major Joseph Donahue and Corporal Bill Carpenter for being with us. Next week, the big picture will show how the Army in Korea escaped the trap of the Chinese communists. You'll see how we made the enemy pay dearly for every inch of ground gain. You'll see the Army's 7th Infantry Division on the Manchurian border, our troops celebrating Thanksgiving Day along the Yalu River, the evacuation of the Hungnam beachhead. And you'll hear from another Korean veteran, an Army soldier who saw, as it happened, a part of the big picture. This is Captain Carl Zimmerman inviting you to be with us then.